Hello and welcome to another anime lore and fury video. I'm Shangok, your host, and today we are going to take a closer look at why Ainz always loses, and why his kill to death ratio might still be very different from what you would expect. But before we're going to take a closer look at any of this, let me quickly thank my Patreons for supporting this channel, and say my thanks to all users of the YouTube thanks function for making one-time donations. And with that said, let's get to the topic at hand. Ainz Ooal Gown is a member of the most feared player killer guilds in all of Yggdrasil Online's history, Ainz Ooal Gown, and the reputation of his guild is legendary, to the point that Ainz literally roleplays as an ancient, recently awakened evil when fighting against the Sunlight Scripture. But in spite of his fearsome reputation, he always loses, at least at first. And we are also told that Ainz's character build is only above average, since it is more about role-playing than about winning battles. But this makes me think, because there might be a lot more hidden between these words than it may seem in the first place. And the first question I want to raise is, what did Ainz Ooal Gown lose exactly in the battles that he had withdrawn from? Since going into a fight, learning how the enemy fights, pretending to fight in an entirely different way than you normally would do, only to then withdraw, is Ainz Ooal Gown's preferred strategy against any unknown opponent to extract intel. Simply speaking, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, if a battle has been clearly won or lost by one party or the other, as long as the permanent damage, like the loss of an item, is non-existent, and as long as this is not a tournament arc or any other situation where the battles are counted and judged as won or lost. Losing a battle actually means nothing. And here's the thing, Ainz Ooal Gown will at some point be forced to withdraw, to flee from the actual enemy in front of him, simply because he does not fight effectively, and only to gain intel, which is clearly a defeat as far as winning or losing a fight is concerned. But if Ainz Ooal Gown lost, what did he actually lose? For here's the thing, the defeated player would normally lose 5 of his own levels and drop a random item if his health has reached 0. But if Ainz Ooal Gown is just greatly weakened and then simply runs to the hills, runs for his life, what did he actually lose? HP? Mana? Some skills he can only use once per hour or once per day? All of these losses are not permanent, especially if we take a look at what his enemy lost, namely the cover of anonymity, the ability to surprise Ainz with one's own character build, a lot of genuine information about how he actually fights, what spells, items, weapons and armor the enemy uses, which weaknesses he has, how good he can time his attacks, and how much health and mana the enemy has. So even the lost duel are actually wins for Ainz, especially because Ainz intended to lose in the first place, and his losses are meant to gain information about his opponents in the first place, and to give him a feel of superiority, of being better than him. So to me, a lot of his losses seem more about gaining intelligence than a quick victory in an honest duel. And it is this that makes me think Ainz Ooal Gown has stated that he won the majority of his battles, meaning his loss to win ratio is over 1. But how many of these losses were actually just calculated withdrawals, and how many were defeats in the sense that Ainz Ooal Gown's health dropped to 0 and he lost an item and 5 levels? This is a genuinely interesting question, and given how much Ainz Ooal Gown could do with enough information against an otherwise clearly superior enemy like Sheltier Bloodfallen, that is in many ways a hard counter to someone like Ainz, would be something worth finding out. Because again and again, Ainz lost. He lost against Platinum, although this was Pandora's actor trying to extract intel. Ainz lost his first battle against Cure Elim Los Malvar, but again, this was also just to gain insight into how he fights, what he could do, and to which attacks he is weak, something that Ainz used in his rematch, or rather the actual battle, to completely and decisively defeat him, And then there are other battles that he pretended to lose, which I won't mention here for spoiler reasons. And back in Yggdrasil Online, most of his losses could also actually be attributed to other members of Ainz Ooal Gown, like Touch Me Ulbertalain Odl or Tabuda Smaragdina. And here's my point. It could be that Ainz' actual track record, if we just disregard the tactical withdrawals and the sparring matches against his guild, for example again Touch Me, a world champion, is way higher than just winning more battles than losing. But he could rather defeat nearly everyone. When the time for the second battle has come, and Ainz holds all of the advantages, from the time and place the duel takes place, to the equipment, to the intel over the strength and weaknesses of the enemy players, to the fake intel Ainz supposedly let slip about his own weaknesses. So perhaps this will be part of another epic reveal, when Ainz Ooal Gown states that yes, he won more battles than he lost, but those battles that he lost were actually just against his friends, or because he committed to a tactical withdrawal in the first place. And with that said, now it's your turn. What are your thoughts and ideas about Ainz Ooal Gown losing his first battles and later winning the second ones? Let me know it down in the comment section. And while you type, I say thank you very much for watching and special thanks to Arder Daddy Arder, ASK, Bad Guy Ye, Bad Burrito 316, Beezer, Ben C, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley 0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Dragonlord Placido Saxophone, Duckwagon, Dunkler Krieger, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Feral Shivan, Guy with That Hat, Hector Marino, Hoss, Haster, Jacob G, Jonna B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Kyle R, Lee K. Long, Legendarius, Lelouch Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Loverazor, Merovec, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, O'Kill, Overlord General Gasper, Patty Pantum, Personage, Primus 11, Rhinomere, Q&A Caracos P, Shergox's Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Sir Axolotl, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc Warboss, Rock Ed Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Vegito27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm, Xenukai, and Zonagon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon on my next video.